Knoebels. When the park closes, the real work starts. Take a behind-the-scenes look with us. Hello, everybody. I'm Don Jacobs, and I'm at Knoebels. And we're going to go wild with DiscoverNEPA, talking about Knoebels during the winter. Now, you may think that all of the switches get turned on in April and everything happens here at the park. That's not true. There's over 100 employees making sure that everything works properly. Here's Ethan Knoebel.
So I'm a fifth-generation family member here at the park. Right now we have my grandfather working, my dad's working at the park, I'm working at the park, so we have 3 generations of people working here, but I'm pretty proud to say that I'm the 5th generation of the Knoebel family here. So we have about 160, we actually have a little bit more than that, but we have about 160 full-time team members that work year-round. So when there's snow on the ground like this, they're still here and they're still working pretty hard for next season.
Stephen 𝗚𝗪𝗪𝗏 is the head of roller coasters.
Mainly when the park closes, the first thing we do is we have to take our trains off the track. So we get our trains off the track, then we take it all apart. Then they just get a non-destructive testing done on it.
Now, what does that mean?
It means they're testing components without destroying them. They do all the axles, all the wheel frames, almost every piece you see here got done.
So what are we looking at here? Is that the bottom or top? Or
This is the bottom of your train. Right now they're working on attaching this.
okay.
This will have the brake pads on, then you'll get your wheel frames on. Right now it's upside down. Then we have a machine we hook it to that'll turn them around and put them right side up.
This happens every year?
Every year.
So people are sitting on relatively either a brand new or a totally
Rebuilt.
inspected.
Yeah, inspected, rebuilt.
I think people have the idea that the rides stay out, nothing's done to them, spring arrives, clean them off and turn the switch on. They get fixed, repaired, touched, and inspected like crazy.
We've been told before, so you don't go to Florida? No, we don't go to Florida. In fact, in many ways, this time of the year is actually busier than our operating calendar. We're so focused on the guest and the guest experience during the operating calendar that we don't have as much time to really focus on fixing that ride unless we have to fix it because it's an immediate issue. But maybe some of those strategy questions, that's really when we're doing that now. We're sitting down and saying, okay, what can we change for this year to make it better? And we're doing that across the board, both inside and outside.
As we continue our behind-the-scenes look at Knoebels, we're going to take you on a rare tour of the Haunted Mansion. You're going to hear from Lenny Sassaman. All right, Lenny, so you're in charge of the haunted house cars, right?
Yes.
What are you doing here?
This is just normal off-season prep work and maintenance. We're degreasing. We're looking over all holes, anything that's fastened, looking for cracks, defaults, defects that can get fixed and repaired during the off-season. Yeah, the thing is just looking over everything, making sure all connections are good. There's actually a motor on the other side. I actually have the seat off, but the wiper hits the hot rail, conducts electricity up here, and you can see it hits this whole bracket up into here. And then we have our piece of metal here, and then you'll see down here we have our connections to our wires. It goes all the way in and inside up into the motor. And that helps drive this chain over here, the drive wheel, and makes the car go.
So this is like a secret place here, right? You don't get to see that much, right?
Correct.
The haunted house with the lights on.
Correct.
You're going to give us a little sneak peek?
Yes.
Excellent. Behind the scenes look here. That's really behind the scenes right there.
Yes, it is.
So oh my goodness. It's cold in here.
It's very cold.
So this is the original, this is what you're working on right now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And right now we're in the upside down room.
Okay. The upside down room.
Yeah, this
I
room.
get it. Look at
This room itself has a lot of history. This actually used to be the old school room.
Okay.
And so there was mirrors on both sides, and there were just skulls hanging. It's behind the wall. You can't really see, but there are a couple we left hanging. But when you would come, and I can show you up here, there's 2 switches that we can still work on. But you see these lights here?
Yeah.
Those 4 lights? A car would go over it, turn the lights on quick, and then right before it hit the doors open, it would turn the lights off in here. What it would do is it would charge up all the skulls. It would light them up.
So
So
now
when
you
you
got-
come in the darkness, the skulls are lit up and just hanging.
And how many cars are there?
There are a total of 15 cars with
Right.
one spare car we keep, and that's lucky number 13.
Ooh.
Knoebels Group Sales, this is Kelly. How can I help you?
With this season coming up and it being our 100th, our marketing team has done an incredible effort to rebrand the park, to really reflect on our history. Our maintenance teams are doing an amazing job of doing what they do every year by tearing down all those old classic rides and giving them the care they need, because many of the rides here at Knoebels aren't new, they're old. And the best way to take care of them is giving them some love and care. So that's something we try to do every single season. A lot of our coasters will tear the chassis down, make sure that they're ready to go for next season, and then completely rebuild them. And it's just something that we always do because we care about providing the same experience that we've honestly been providing for 100 years at this point.
Ron Burkheiser is busy taking apart yet another ride. Ron, where are we and what is this a part of?
Okay, so this is part of the flying turns.
Okay.
They're trains that we rebuild every year, tear everything apart, and go over everything, inspect it all, change out parts that need to be repaired, need to be replaced, and put them back together
Every year this happens again.
every year
And this is an obvious question. People would say it's obvious, but why?
for safety reasons. We don't want anybody to get hurt. And I always look at it in such a fashion that, do I ever want to put my own kids on there or my own grandkids? Do I feel safe doing that? So that's the way, that's what drives me to do the best job that I can possibly do.
Now, I know that when Discover NEPA does a blog on your food, it's always one of the top most viewed. You're going to take us in to one of the famous places here in Knoebels.
Absolutely. So we're going to go into Stony Gables, which originally was a cottage here at Knoebels. It is now our fudge shop, and we sell a lot of different candies there. But that's also one of our places we don't tear down for the season. We keep that kitchen going all year round, so that way we can sell some unique food items in February and March when Knoebels typically isn't open. We use this kitchen during our off season for some of our different promotions we run. So right now we're selling fudge in the shape of a candy heart. So it's a really unique thing we do during the season. We also do promotions in Easter. So we use this kitchen all year round, really.
Now, Ethan, are you a fudge guy?
I am, yes. And I especially like peanut butter fudge. It's probably my favorite.
Well, of course, you've got it down pat. You know what you're doing. That's just so creamy and delicious.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely.
So I am blown away with the idea that the boats that I've been driving in, right, are built right here.
They are.
That's pretty crazy. You have a team of people doing everything, but I watched them work on a boat.
It's really amazing, and it's so amazing just to see the amount of care that goes into something like that. I think some people think, I wonder where they got these boats. We built them. We're really blessed to have such dedicated people that understand that even though we're not open right now, we're just as busy, because when we do open, we have to be ready.
So their maintenance and their engineers will go from one ride to the next, making sure that it's safe, it's beautifully painted and taken care of. And of course, even the log flume will get a complete makeover before it starts running water down those frozen chutes. Now, for this episode of Go Wild with Discover NEPA and all of the episodes, you can go to discovernepa.com or subscribe on YouTube.